In this video, I'll show you how to change backgrounds in Affinity Photo. Let's get started. If you'd like to follow along with me, I've left a download link to the images that I'll be using in the video description. To change a background, first we need to make a selection of our subject. I'm going to use the Object Selection tool to make our selection. So go ahead and click to make that selection. Then, just to clean things up, I'm going to grab the Selection Brush tool, and I'm just going to zoom in and make sure everything that we want selected is selected. If there's an area where too much has been selected, you can hold Alt or Option and then click and drag to remove. Now that the selection looks good, I'm going to go down here and click on Mask to remove the background. I'll press Command or Control D to deselect. And now, with our mask selected, I'm going to grab the paintbrush tool so that I can continue to clean up this mask. I have 0% hardness so that my edges of my paintbrush are nice and soft. And I'm just going to zoom in here and see if there's any areas that still need to be removed. I can see this area of the background is a very similar color to his hat, so it got selected. I'll just erase that by painting with black paint. And if there's any areas where you can see some transparency on the edges, you can press X on your keyboard to switch to white paint to add that back to your selection. So I'm just going to go all around our subject, painting in white paint to add back to the selection, and painting in black paint to remove from our selection. I think Affinity did a pretty good job with this selection, but it's always a good idea to double check the edges and just make sure everything's nice and clean before you add a new background. Now that the selection is all cleaned up, I think we're ready to add our new background. So I'll go to the top of the screen to File, and then down to Place. I'll select the background image, and I'll add this into our picture by clicking and dragging to add this in. I'm going to click and drag on this layer to place it underneath our subject. And then we can move this around and adjust it wherever we'd like. Feel free to change the sizing of it and the position. I think I'll place mine like this, with the man standing between these two structures. I think this looks really nice. I chose this image because it looks similar to the original background. And what I mean by that is that the lighting and the angle look similar. In the original image, you can see that while the man is in shadow, there is bright, dappled sunlight behind him. For the new background, I wanted him to be in similar surroundings, standing in the shade with bright, visible light behind him. The angle is also similar. In the original photo, it looks like the cameraman is pointing the camera straight at the subject at eye level. It's not above or below the man. And I thought this new background was taken at a similar angle, taken at eye level. Now, while this picture looks really good with the lighting and with the angle, I don't think the colors are quite right. So let's go ahead and work on that to make this new background match our subject. To start, let's add an HSL adjustment. Make sure that this adjustment is only above the background layer. If it's on top of everything, it will change the man, and we only want this to change the background. I think the background is way too saturated compared to the man. So I'm going to lower the saturation quite a bit. Okay, I think this looks a lot better for the color. So let's move on to adjusting the light. I think our subject is a lot brighter than the background. So I'm going to add a curves adjustment. And I'll just brighten up the background so that it matches. Now you can see that the highlights on his hat are a similar brightness to the highlights in the background. I think that matches up a lot nicer. Okay, to finish adjusting this background, I'm just going to add a slight blur to the background layer. So I'll go to our filters and I'll apply a Gaussian blur. Then I'm just going to increase this. And I'll check on Preserve Alpha just so the edges of this photo don't become transparent. That extra blur just makes our subject stand out a little bit more, and I think this looks pretty great. I'm going to select all of these layers so that you can see the before and after of adjusting the background. And now I'll turn on and off the mask so you can see the complete before and after of changing the background. Great job! Now you know how to change backgrounds. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Affinity Revolution tutorial.